Ladies and gentlemen, SideStrafe here with a very special look at World of Tanks Blitz. And for those of you that aren't aware, this is of course the mobile version of World of Tanks currently available on iOS. So you can go ahead and pick it up on the App Store for free. All in all, not a bad translation to mobile, if I do say so myself. I don't really know that there's much more they could have added. There's probably a few hiccups here and there, but generally, really good move. Right now, we've got some basic starter tanks, as well as this premium M4A2E4, which I believe was yet again a beta testing or alpha testing gift tank. And I also have this on my standard account for being a beta tester on the PC version of the game. But you can see that things are looking pretty good. Again, this is a mobile app, and I'm quite impressed with how things look. But so right off the bat with this garage interface, it is actually really nice. It's set up perfectly for touch screens. I am playing this on a iPad Air, so I've got a Retina display. It looks gorgeous, and YouTube I'm sure is not doing it justice. But anyways, take a look at a few things here. What we got, we can take a look at the tech tree. Currently it's only United States, Russia, and Germany, but you can see what we have available to us here. There's a premium tank that's available. Not every tank is available, obviously not every nation as well, but a good variety. I think 90 tanks in total, from what they've said. Russians, of course, here. We can just slide through those. You can tap on one and find out more information. You can see that these screens are really nice, how they're set up here. Characteristics on the right, and more information here as well. Very easy to navigate. And here's Germany. Okay, they've got a few more premium tanks, it seems. They've got two. Russia, oddly enough, has none. Strange there. I don't see any at the top. Okay. And then the United States has the T2 Lite. That's very strange, actually. Not sure about that. All right, well, anyway, I'm sure that they'll add a lot more later. You can see gold credits, free experience at the top. You can see that there's also the shop interface here if you want to purchase things. Looks like there are some more premiums here that you can get, though. Tiny Kit A32 bundle, RAM 2 starter bundle, war chest. The accounts, I think, should be linked to your normal World of Tanks ID. You can see that I'm on SideStrafe. That's my PC nickname as well. So they are linked in that way. I don't know how much carries over in regards to gold and whatnot. I haven't really played around too much with that. But anyways, we've got consumables here on the bottom that you can go through and add those to your tanks. It tells you what they do as you tap on them. Resupply automatically if you want. Equipment, which actually I think you can go through in the same screen if you just hit these tabs. So you can go consumables. Tabs at the top, ammunition. You can play with the slider there. That's really nice. Works perfectly with the touch interface. And then equipment as well. So binocular telescope tells you what it does on the right. A really nice, clean, easy to use interface. I keep saying that just because it's true. You can purchase another slot there. You can see that. And you've got chat there. I guess global chat. And people are talking. So that's kind of cool there. And so here's the information screen on the tank. Again, just a little bit bigger if you want to click on it on this screen. You've got your filters here, which are actually really nice as well. You can filter by nation, of course, by clicking on these. You can do by tiers. So you only want to see 1 and 2. Just click on that. Types of tanks as well. You can even filter by who's gotten your daily double XP as well. So you just tap that. Obviously, I haven't played yet, but let's say you've got a couple of tanks that need to do their daily doubles. You can do that. So that's really neat as well. I don't think you can do that on the PC version unless they've changed that, but that's kind of neat. Something that they should probably add. But anyway, So on top here, you've got news, platoon information, your profile, the tutorial, which I think I'll show you actually, because this is the first thing when you launch the app, you're going to get put into this. The Proving Grounds, Battle Training. Alright, so here's a training camp. They start you off in a Sherman. They try to show you how to play the game, how the touch controls work. So we want to point the tank at this truck here. And then we want to take a look at the bunker by sliding your finger across the screen. And now they're showing us where we want to move. And you see this little joystick thing pops up on the lower left. Funny thing I'm noticing is that the sound effects are even better in the mobile app than they are in the PC game, strangely enough. So now we're here, we want to move to the next location. It does take some getting used to. I will admit I am not fantastic at this. Don't expect me to be. But it is kind of cool, let's face it. Enemy contact there. But for testing purposes, for training, we're just going to move right in front of them like an idiot. Because that's what the training wants us to do. Aim the gun. You can see you've got 2 fire buttons on the left or right, whichever you're more comfortable with. So you can go ahead and do that. Shows you the reload.
Enemy armor is damaged. Critical. Enemy armor is destroyed.
And he's done.
We fixed the engine, but we can't go too fast.
So you can see that we've been damaged. The crew, you can see in the bottom there, it tells you that the crew's been injured and the engine's damaged. And now it's telling me to heal my crew. So I'm going to go ahead and tap the med kit on the right. And then repairs as well on the right. So we fixed that. And we're going to continue moving. Graphics are really nice. You can see in the lower right hand corner there's actually a frame rate indicator. It's showing me that I'm getting about 58 frames per second. So this is a 60 or so FPS game on iPad. Now later on you will notice some frame drops here and there, and it's going to vary depending on what kind of device you're running this on. So don't always expect a solid 60, but it is kind of cool that it is at least capable. Alright, so you can see we've got a new target here. They want us to enter sniper mode. You can see a little binocular icon lower right hand corner here. We're going to click on that. Sniper mode. Now this tutorial is teaching us about weak spots and whatnot as well, it seems. So it's going to show us the 30 here. And just for the sakes of demonstration, or purposes of demonstration, I'm going to go ahead and fire and fail.
We've just pinged them.
So you can see that we're just going to have a tough time. We're never going to be able to pen him from here. And the tutorial is saying, hey, stop being an idiot. Go around. Showing us some of the better locations to hit the Ferdinand. So we're going to turn around here. Drive to another location. Just giving us his side. And zoom in. And shot in. 164.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
It's giving us an ammo rack hit, though. Probably lucky, but I think it does that for the sake of the tutorial. Enable auto aim. So this game does have an auto aim that you can turn on and off, I believe. But it really just depends. So like if you move the reticle on your own, you can kind of switch up where it's aiming. Right now it's just set to auto aim. I'm going to go ahead and fire. You can see that's not always fantastic. You can see that shot misses. But if I hold the mouse, or not the mouse, but the cursor over the tank, I can control more of where I want that shot to go and let him have it. So I can take full control. You don't have to use any auto aim. And he's using this cover. This guy's smart. Alright. And that's that. So we'll go back to the garage. Now when you play that for the first time, they will reward you with some gold, I think, and some free XP. But anyway, let's go ahead and play a battle. I'm going to do one in the LOL tractor, and then I'm going to jump into the Sherman here. So let's have fun with this at the early tiers. So you can see it's looking for tanks to matchmake with. So I don't know how many people are playing this currently. You can see, okay, players in queue 24, and it's showing some of the tiers. So I wouldn't expect this on day one to be as popular as the PC game, so the queue times might be a bit rough. You can see light tanks 18, mediums 4 or 5, tank destroyers 3, heavy tanks 1. Fort Despair encounter battle. It's 7 versus 7 in this game, by the way. Now again, this does take some getting used to. It's not as easy to control. It is a touch device, so don't expect any miracles, but everybody's in the same boat. Now, I will admit, this looks pretty good. I mean, for a mobile game especially, but if you don't own an iPad, or you haven't seen what a lot of the mobile devices are capable of these days, they can do quite a bit. Maps probably aren't going to be as large, but they're decent. They're good enough for 7 versus 7, I'll put it that way. Sadly, again, the sound effects are better in the mobile app than they are in the PC game, so hopefully they'll be working on that soon. They're actually a lot better. Listen to the gun sounds. Moving with these T1s here. Calling for SOS. Oh, contact. I'm thinking I'm going to work on this MS1 with this T1 here, if I can. Oh, there's another MS, though. We're on him. Frame rate takes a dip there, it seems, though, when you're zoomed in. I jumped down to 27. 53 right now. MS1's falling back. T1's engaging. Try to bring her around here, see. Yeah, he's just waiting for us now. I wonder if we got anybody else working on his flank, though. T1, watch yourself. Looks like he got hit in the back by that other T1, so we distracted him long enough. I think they maybe only have one tank remaining. I'm going to try to move up to him if I can. It's behind that hill. Contact left. So he's behind there. It kind of auto zooms for you. I don't know if there's a way to... I think there's a way to completely disable auto aim in the settings, if you so choose. It can come in handy. So we can kind of rush this guy a little bit. I've got more health, so I'm just going to bum rush. Ah, too late. Battle finished. Oh, first victory of World of Tanks Blitz on the live version of the game. I only got one hit in there, but a little tutorial going on here, as you can see. Just telling you what's going on. And so shots fired 2, direct hits 1, penetrations 1, damage caused 38. Back to the garage. Resupply ammo. Typical here. You can do... Yeah, so they're trying to teach you about what these things are if you don't already know. Shows you the pen thickness there. Damage shows hit points that an enemy tank loses. Okay. Shows you how to slide that. I'm going to hit resupply ammunition automatically. I'm going to hit apply there. Well, okay. Doesn't want me to... Oh, I guess it's trying to run me through this tutorial a little bit, so I have to do some of these things here. Okay, that's fine. Might be some new players to the game. And it teaches you how to use the touch interface. I think we can go to settings here and take a look at some options. So you can change the joystick, split, static, additional fire button is on. You can turn that off if you don't want it, if you just want the one. Mini map on or off, right-handed or left-handed layout, consumable positions, aim assist. You can turn arcade mode. In arcade mode, the reticle is locked on the target. In sniper mode, the reticle is controlled manually. Or just completely turn that off. If you don't want it, get rid of it. Follows the locked target automatically. I'm going to turn it off. I found that sometimes it just seems to get in my way. You can mess with the sensitivity here as well. And I think the joystick sensitivity, camera sensitivity, I'm going to dumb down a little bit. And that should be good. All right, for now at least. I'm going to jump into a game with the Sherman if I can. Let's see if this is possible. Now, I'm assuming that there was a lot of other testers, so hopefully they're jumping into the same type of game here, but it might just be Shermans versus Shermans because I don't know how many people are playing this game yet. Although, you know, I have to say, if you own an iPad or iOS, I'm assuming, you know, a variety of iOS devices will be able to play this, but if you have access to a device, especially an iPad, and you love World of Tanks, and you want something to play when you're on the go, again, you're obviously going to have internet access. I don't think there's any type of single-player components. You got to log in. But, you know, that's what you'd be expecting, right? You play this for multiplayer. So, give it a shot. It's free to play. It's on the App Store. It's hovering somewhere around 660 megabytes or so, which could, of course, increase if they add more maps and nations.
Let's go.
Roll out! Alright, so here we go. It would seem that you can chat as well in the game if you want to. I'm not really going to worry about that. Frame rate seems to tank a little. Well, yeah, frame rate seems to tank. No pun intended. A little bit when you're actually in the game. But the fact that it does achieve these frame rates is still pretty cool. A32. We're lit. Contact on the right. At BT7. I don't know if he's going to come out through here. Shot out. 172. He's hit hard. I don't think he's going to... try any crazy stuff. Let's see. The sound effects in this game are great. See if we can come about here. Reloading. Come up around them.
We didn't even scratch them.
Having trouble getting through this guy.
One of our trucks was hit.
And one of his buddies has showed up. Oh.
Punched right through their armor.
Yeah, we're dead. Ah! That BT-7. Was that the same BT-7 I gave up on? I think so. So, there was that. All we've got is this BT left, so you can spectate him. And he's down. So, yeah, that was tough. It's... Guys, I will tell you, it's not easy to control these tanks. It can be really, really tough. You have to get used to it. In fact, you know what? I turned off auto-aim. I'm going to try a game with it on again and see if that would have helped me in those close-quarter situations. Because, yeah, it's a bit difficult without it, perhaps. So, you know, again, we're not playing with a mouse and keyboard. So I think until you get used to it, maybe play with it on for a little bit. I'm going to need to just test out the differences. So let's try that again. I just had a lot of trouble aiming. Like, it wasn't as easy to aim for, you know, what would be typical weak spots in the PC version. So let's go ahead and try this again. Not as many players. It looks like we're actually outnumbering them. It's 4 versus 3. You can see in the top left and right hand sides of the screen. So, you know, I'm sure there's going to be some launch day teething problems. This guy's like, how'd you get E4s? Beta gift. I don't know how to type. I think it's... Oh, that's that. Go. Send. Send. All. Okay. I think that typed where I wanted it. I don't know. Come around here, try to get an angle on him.
We didn't penetrate their armor.
Yeah, he's direct facing on us, so this is going to be tough. It actually is showing us, I think...
We nailed them bad.
I don't know if I can get through that hatch.
We hit them hard.
He's 213 out of 720. Let's see, is it
Penetration.
156? So we did hit him.
Hit.
I don't want to take any more damage. SU-85 Bravo. Man down. We know where the TD's at, but where's... We gotta be careful here. Alright, there's an E4. Base capture. We could try to do this as well. If they want to come at us, but let's see, we're being flanked here a little bit. Shot out, 165. Yeah, you can see the auto-aim does help a bit.
Enemy vehicle knocked out.
He's done. E4. If he wants... See, he's going to have to come and get us. Because we're capping the base here. As well. But he's done. Uneven teams, but... Again, I think it's having a little bit of trouble, you know, matchmaking at launch time. With premium, you could have all of this, of course. So 6 shots fired direct. Look at all those medals at the top, ladies and gents. First blood, you can click on them. Tells you what's going on there. So all in all, not a bad jump into mobile gaming for Wargaming.net, and I don't know that I would expect anything more out of this. It is somewhat dumbed down. It's a little bit easier in regards to the actual gameplay. You do have to get used to the controls. Even for myself, I'm not perfect at it, and driving and shooting at the same time, trying to aim, not super simple, but there are a few more auto-aiming options that you can play with. And again, it is a mobile device, touchscreen interface. I think it does as good of a job as, you know, you would expect from such an application. But you know, with that said, this is probably more of a casual version. It does show more of the weak spots on tanks. It you know, it's got smaller maps, fewer players. It's something to get in and go. Maybe you got a quick coffee break, lunch break, you got some Wi-Fi handy, you want to play a match or two. That's what this is built for, and it works perfectly, really. So I don't really expect it to be any more challenging or hardcore than the normal game, but I do expect it to be simplistic, easy to use, and I think it is that from what you've seen. Again, game runs about 660 megabytes in file size. That might increase over time with the addition of new maps and tanks, but for now, not bad. And if you have the space, hey, it's on the App Store, and I'm sure it'll be on other platforms soon. Go ahead and take a look at it. Nothing to lose but some time. So anyways, ladies and gentlemen, really hope you enjoyed this look at World of Tanks Blitz. Thank you so much for joining me. I will definitely see you on the next one.